Episode 3 of Peacemaker Season 2, we got way more Peacemaker-y stuff. We actually got some action this time. We got more of a blend of what Season 1 was. But the big thing that everyone's talking about is that this is Earth X. Or
potentially.
Nazi Earth. I think it's not, but it is. I think it's like an amalgamation because like we were joking about in our episode 1 review how boring, like, oh, he's racist. Like that would be a bit boring. This is James Gunn. So I think what they're going to do is something along the lines of White Supremacy 1. Like it's Elon's favorite world kind of deal.
Yeah.
Rather than just having like Kal-El landed in the USSR. I think what they're going to do is more of a, at some point, White Supremacy 1 because that way they can make it more like a modern day equivalent.
Even in Red Sun though, Superman still realises that he needs to help and save people. He's not Emperor of the Universe. He realises, oh, I'm being used by the USSR. But first we open up on James Gunn going, my wife's hotter than yours.
There's a lot of things that point to it being a white supremacy Earth like that because like look at Harcourt in this one.
With the dress.
This Harcourt is like petting puppies. She's much more nice to everyone.
Yeah. The puppy one is him screaming, this person is different to the Harcourt we know.
Yes, and it's like, I do wonder whether they're going to go into what he loves about Harcourt is that she's a badass and that this one just is missing that. Because also Harcourt stands outside while he goes and takes down the whole Sons of Liberty.
She's probably just a desk person at this Argus.
Yeah, she's probably not a field agent.
And I even got the sense from Rick Flag that was the case, although they did say, oh, he's not, he's part of...
Yes, he's not a Marine, he's just a GI or something. It was nice to see Rick Flag though. You're right. Well, Rick Flag Jr. Even if he was a bit of a wimp, the biggest clue that everyone's pointing to is, did you see any black people?
There wasn't any that were obviously there, but then when we get back to regular Earth and Argus pulls up to Chris's house, Peacemaker's house, I thought there was like a notable amount, which I thought was a purposeful contrast.
Yes, it feels so on purpose because they point out the Kardashians and also they're of Armenian descent.
Yes.
I don't know where the whole white supremacy thing falls on.
I think there's definitely something there because given that Peacemaker's dad is a major racist and now you're in a world where the racist won, so then he didn't have to be an annoyed racist man, he gets to be a dad.
We said in our episode 1 review that he's only racist towards imps.
That he generalises them.
CRISPR's rummaging around the munchkin dimension 8 doors down.
They're not munchkins, Dad, they're imps.
It's like whatever he can grab onto. He still hates them, but he never mentions other races.
I definitely think that will be the reveal because there'll be some kind of like, they're all going to go to the town square to do an event and then they're doing some kind of salute or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, and Peacemaker's there going, not the best universe ever or whatever it is, the best dimension ever.
I hope they're not doing the boring version, which is just like, oh, it is Earth X the whole time. Because like even the Flash CW show, like all those did Nazi Earth.
Nazis? I hate Nazis.
So like we've done that before and we've seen it with like Homelander and everything. So I think they need to do the whole like July 6th. What was the day that the American White House?
6th.
January 6th?
Yeah.
It feels like they want to do that. And then like that was the tipping point. Like, oh, at some point White Supremacy won. It's more modern that way.
The big standout action set piece in which he stops the terrorists who are all white. So I thought that would be the reveal that they were maybe of diversity, but they weren't.
They could be sympathizers though.
He goes in there as a civilian and kills them all. And everyone rewards him. So he's still, even though he thinks he's getting better, he's in a world that actually likes that worldview. You should kill the bad guys and we will celebrate you for it. Like his brother rips through the helicopter that lands by the police and doesn't seemingly get any reprimand for it.
In season 1, were they mad that he was killing everyone?
No, they got him because they wanted him to kill people. But he was like, I don't want to kill people anymore. Remember there was that whole thing where he didn't want to snipe the kids even though they had aliens in them.
Right.
So then Vigilante just went, oh, I'll do it for you. No worries.
It is a very fun scene of him just running through everyone. It's a little bit The Boys of like how easy humans are to kill. Like we're big bags of meat and like this guy just like tears through them all.
Because he's a comically, like, he's as precise of a killer as killers can be.
And like the pencil thing, like it's absurd, but it's funny. And it's something the first 2 episodes were kind of missing. Because like in episode 1 of season 1, he's like throwing the woman out the building and everything like that. Like they get into it in season 1 way quicker.
It's weird because things are sort of happening, but I do feel the crew they are just kind of hanging around waiting for like the finale, I guess.
The trailer also seems a little weird for the next few episodes. Like the next episode is Argus comes to take the door, basically, and he's coming back. So like there's going to be a big fight there. And at some point, Peacemaker's getting put into interrogation with Rick Flag Sr., and then the crew is going to go rescue him. So it does feel like they're definitely drip feeding the season. One interesting thing is that reviewers got episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they didn't get 6, 7, and 8. So apparently there's some big cameos coming.
Superman.
But like, are we just getting Nazi Superman?
That would be wild if you had a Red Sun Superman already in like just getting it out the way.
Yeah, but we're also exhausted by the whole like Superman's the bad guy.
Unless he does something with that.
It's Henry Cavill.
I imagine. I think Henry Cavill is Zod or something, maybe.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't want them to do anything too predictable.
Yeah.
I do like that they have drip fed it enough that you can kind of miss the whole white supremacy angle. Very Dot and Bubble from Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah, and it's definitely not in your face. I actually laughed. I know I laughed at the whole, you told me it was a duck, you mocked me with my bird blindness. Yeah, it's funny. It's inappropriate. Titties almost died. I was there going, ha ha. It got me. It was good.
Turns out it was a slow burn joke, I guess. And like, it's like the Family Guy if you repeat it.
And that guy is he's the perfect actor to deliver things dryly, so it makes sense. And then we get
Michael Rooker,
who was in the Suicide Squad and died at the start. So now he's back as the world's leading eagle hunter. It
doesn't look good. Like, he looks stupid. But, like, I guess that's the whole shtick.
He was wearing some kind of, I don't know, American Indigenous.
It does look like he's cosplaying. Like, he does look a bit stupid.
I think, obviously, the setup will be he's the, it'll be clever girl, won't he? Is Eagley a girl or a boy?
I think Eagley's a boy. I think Eagley's a replacement brother. Because that's one thing. There's no Eagley in Earth 2.
I noticed that too.
I assume because Eagley is the replacement brother, in this world he has a brother.
So he doesn't need Eagley.
Yeah, because like they still have him as Peacemaker and like Eagle is still his symbol.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're doing such a Nazi thing that Americans never got their Eagle identity.
I'm calling that it'll be the Eagle expert gets ripped to shreds immediately is my assumption.
Yeah.
It's like that seems to be the only joke there, even though he already seems like a fool.
But I guess half the show is absurd and then the other half is like trying to be heartfelt.
Like a whole task force is required to just take out the Eagle.
Yes.
We should have a section of like Gunn's new canon or something, like, because now we get Juno Moon, whatever the character's called, Cara Delevingne.
Yeah.
She gets a reference, and I think James said in the interview, well, a version of that character was dating this Rick Flag. All we know is that on this mission, Chris killed Rick.
And he didn't in this universe, so I guess that some reason changed for Earth 2. James is calling it Earth 2 in the podcast.
Oh.
So it's definitely not
like
Earth 2.
Like a misnomer, just
just because it's easier for him to say. They're definitely setting up the fact that Rick Sr. is going to meet Flag Jr. kind of deal in the new universe. So they're going to do a lot of that. We do also have Adebayo and Argus second in command. They're both people of color. So look, if they go to the other world...
I keep expecting that he'll bring Adebayo in because they're like best mates.
Or she'll go in to rescue him.
And they're like, well, what the hell? Like, and that'll be the reveal.
I do just hope they do something interesting with it because we have seen so much, hey, this world is Nazi world. Like even Misfits did the whole alternate universe where they go there and Nazis won.
I hate that way. It's like, it's meant to just be time traveling through his own timeline.
Yeah.
And now you've got teleporting into Berlin.
Misfits got out of hand.
It's ridiculous.
Misfits got out of hand.
It got way out of hand.
Good show, though.
Yeah, for like 3 seasons. Surely it'll be, this world has the dad who loves me, my brother's here. A little bit racist, though. And it's like...
He's going to have to kill his brother.
Yeah. And
his brother's going to try to kill Adebayo or something, and he's going to be like, no, I love Adebayo. I'm not going to let you do that.
I thought John did an incredible job with that scene where his brother sits him down and goes, I'll always love you. I'm your big brother. And I think John Cena's really improving a lot as an actor. It's the James Gunn effect because he got Batista, so this is one of John Cena's first non-comedic roles, I guess, because John Cena's been good at comedy for a fair while. Very strong comedy actor. Remember Blockers? I liked Blockers. Yeah. So he's done a lot of really good comedy stuff, but it's good to see him do the heartfelt stuff. Did you see him in Idris Elba in Heads of State, the action film?
No, that's only
really fun film. Jack Quaid's in it for like 5 minutes, just randomly. Steals the show in that 5 minutes. He plays a like Arnold Schwarzenegger action movie guy who becomes the president, and Idris Elba is like an old school proper English prime minister. So then they both go on Air Force One. They land in Eastern Europe, and now they have to fight their way to a location
That
to
does
save
sound
the
fun,
day.
actually. Yeah,
Really
okay,
fun
I'll
film.
check that out.
Yeah.
Normally it's, the president's the weak one, and then Channing Tatum has to protect him. So the B plot of this episode is definitely a little drawn out, but it's Adebayo and Harcourt are the main people. The rest of it's like jokes about crows.
Spiders. And...
It's Vigilante being funny, but like inconsequential realistically.
Yeah, I think, I was looking at this going, I wonder if this could have been like a 2-hour something film.
It does feel like these 3 episodes could have been cut very easily into 2.
And the other world, because it's a different universe, when he's walking around, it just feels like it's Back to the Future in the courtyard, you know?
It
When
did look
he's
very
walking.
setty.
Yeah, it
like
did.
I do wonder
But I
whether
suppose
that's
the
because
choice for it to feel picturesque, like
exactly
the good old America, if you will. Yeah.
So it's just all that layering leading in, and they do show a lot of extras, like everyone's running down the street.
And we saw that this Peacemaker, without the trauma, is a bit of a piece of shit. He's like the wild card, addicted to drugs.
He became the good guy during the first season, so it really is without his friends and stuff like all this.
I'm going to assume he's the son of famous racist, the blue dragon, whatever
Yeah.
it is. Even though there are other heroes in this world, I think there's been references. Like I thought you were in Bloodhaven or something
They
like that.
say Bloodhaven.
That's it.
So that's why people
That's
are thinking German as well, because
Yeah.
instead of Bloodhaven, they're saying Bloodhaven.
I guess overall, it's a fun episode. But then I feel like every week I've been going, but next week is going to be good. But I do think next week we're going to get a good, like, fun little mid-season blowout.
Well, it seems like they're definitely hiding something from us that's more than the Earth X twist, because they didn't screen 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
There's apparently some post-apocalyptic imagery in a trailer. So maybe Washington is wonderful, but everywhere else is fucked up.
Oh, they're in, like, just a perfect little pocket.
like-
Because you're waiting for these, like, seemingly these terrorists who are attacking the government buildings are actually kind of the good guys in a weird, like, the same way desperate people fight for independence will do acts of terror.
And Peacemaker kept disappearing, so maybe Peacemaker was actually a good guy.
He was on the inside
So
of it.
yeah, he'll meet them and they'll be like, why is Peacemaker like killing us all?
Yeah.
Oh. There's so many interesting things they're doing. They're just drip feeding them.
I feel like he's doing it because he's like, I can just go see my brother and play the I'm dating Harcourt, my brother's like the down the hall and my dad's nice to me, and then I can go back to reality. At what point is he just going to go, I'm just going to put my feet up and be here because I'm rich, I'm famous, everyone loves me, why wouldn't I be here?
Yeah.
Because it's the Nazi universe, it has to be that.
I think that's what's keeping it as just a pretty good show, is the stakes feel relatively low still.
Yeah, it's still just about why's Peacemaker got a teleporter and Rick Flag Sr. being annoyed.
Yeah.
There's been no escalation, which I think will come in the back end.
Yes, especially if they do like end of episode 5, there's a big wabam.
Yeah.
It's still a good show, so we'll see what
It
happens.
remains to just be a good show.
Yeah, it might have caused a big stir if they dropped all of them at once, but then we would get so many spoilers, so it probably would have ruined it.
I think if I wasn't reviewing it with you, I probably would have just let it sit and then just binged it.
Weekly's probably better, because then we can make a video about it every week. But yeah, what do you all think?
Nazi or no Nazi?
Goodbye. Also, we have YouTube memberships now if you care.
Yeah, thanks to that $1.50 guy.